All right, let's do a quick intro here. Make sure, clear the desk out. Clear my mindscape. Wires and books and other paraphernalia, thumb drives. Don't know what's on that. Anyway. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. I am TerradyneOnline. Today, I'm excited to be checking out Alan Wake 2. Should be lots of fun. I want to say a few things before we get started. Number one, this game is an Epic Store exclusive. I don't like store exclusives. And as an extension of that, I don't like the Epic Store. If I was the God Emperor of video games, that's right, it's not a democracy. If I was the God Emperor of video games would be available on basically any store you wanted to buy your game from. You wanted to buy it from Steam, it's on Steam. If you wanted to buy it from Epic Store, it's on Epic. If you want to buy it from, I don't know, wherever. Good Old Games, Microsoft Store, wherever you like to buy your games. Because it's your money, you should be able to decide where you buy it from. That would be my decree as God Emperor of video games. And it's no surprise this game's Epic Store exclusive. It is published by Epic Games, I don't know, publishing group arm, whatever it is. So no surprise it's on Epic Games. And normally, I try to avoid or delay playing games that are Epic Store exclusives, but because this is published by Epic Games, I feel like there's an excellent chance this simply will not come to Steam or other platforms for a long time, multiple years. So this is probably the only way to play it for the foreseeable future. So that's why we're going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to break my rule here about Epic Game exclusives. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. That's much as my feeling about things. And then my 2 cents is, it's the only, that's all I can afford to give you because I bought an NVIDIA graphics card. Yeah. Boom! Got him. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's play some games. I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Let's play some games on this Halloween morning. You're ready. Ooh, sorry, I usually don't ramble like that before we start, but there's some stuff I don't know. Had to get off my chest. About this game, about things in general. And my mic wasn't muted because I don't think I could do that again. It's like, was my mic muted that whole time? No. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so you can use DLI, interesting. I like how it shows you, that's cool. It shows you the resolution it's going to render that internally before upscaling it. That's neat. I like that. I wonder what version of FSR it uses. I mean, from the reviews, we're gonna need to use upscaling. I'm just gonna, I hope at some point they update the game to add FSR 3 support. So I'd love to see like a really good comparison between the two of like a good high game that like looks good. I know it's well optimized. Because I'd love to see, because right now I feel like FSR 3, and I like AMD. FSR 3 first debuted in Forspoken and what? Immortals of Avum? Which are not, well, Immortals is visually impressive. They're not like great games. So I want to see like a game that has both good support for both upscaling and frame generation methods. So that's just some curiosity. Going to turn on the ray tracing. All right, should be good. should be good. Audio. Cranking it up. Those save. It is unfortunate, like, yeah, even the 7000 series Radeons with ray tracing, they take it just a massive FPS hit. Which is why I'd hoped they'd include FSR 3, but maybe it came out too late, or maybe they just figured it wasn't such a small number of users have access to FSR 3. So we'll see. We're gonna go for hard. Let's do it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
Oh, wow. That was a nice transition.
And monsters wear many faces.
Man, Alan, you really let yourself go. Today's episode of Hairy Naked Man, Lost in the Woods. We find ourselves on the shore of a dark and foreboding lake. Is this Cauldron Lake? I have to admit, this is not the start I expected. I didn't know what to expect, but this is not what I expected. If I had to guess, we're starting out as a hairy naked man.
Come on, we should go.
Already gone.
Wasn't there a show, Naked and Alone? On, like, I don't know, Discovery or one of those channels? Was that... Am I crazy? Those ferns. Look at those ferns. Oh, jeez. Look at the deer hiding in those. Hiding in those ferns. You can sprint toggling left shift. Don't know how much sprint this guy's got in him. Oh, gee, what the frick is that? Like there's a dark presence. Oh, there's light over there. Oh. Oh.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Wow. All right.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Was it
Logan,
Max?
you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Like, wait, is that Max Payne?
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1, invitation. Goals 2, get to the crime scene, find the deputies.
Swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
I never noticed how
I think I hear
ginormous
someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
the Epic Store achievements are. Gosh, they're huge.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
That's one way to put it. Any witnesses to the crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Let me see. Audio. Dialogue. Let's, interesting you can boost the dialogue. It's a little quiet. Let's go to... Let's go to 120's max. Go to try 110 maybe. Dialogue vibration intensity. Interesting. Let's take a look at the body.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Oh, do you see that sign? This location closed by order of the FBC. Is that the Federal Bureau of Control? From the Control game?
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Let's see, you can access the case board inside the Mind Place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Neat.
The facts are on the board.
I guess it's a little more practical than a mind palace, you know? You don't really need an entire palace, right? All right, control is goals. All right, case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. You can aid WSD to move around. To zoom, all right, mouse wheel. You are now free to investigate the case board or leave by pressing escape. Okay. Let's see, Cauldron Lake. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding connections will help search for a serial killer. Map, okay. Oh, we're still a ways away from the lake. Murder site. Let's see, victims. Ted Lane, dentist, reported missing 2010. Discovered 2012, shallowed grave. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Some organs missing, predation. State of body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled cause of death. Tattooing on body is illegible. Let's see, murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating, only commodity in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs, strapped down or belted. Deep gash in chest, heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. Bloating of the corpse indicates of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. Killer profile. Victim 3 was covered in illegible tattoos, a message from the killer, or maybe their art. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims appear to have nothing in common. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Okay.
I see you're already hard
Oh,
at work,
that's the-
Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
I'm curious. It's interesting you cannot do just native. You have to use DLAA. I wonder why. I'm curious to see how it runs without upscaling. With just frame generation? Hi.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that.
Yeah, that's not nearly as smooth. It's funny you can't use native. I wonder if it needs the. Yeah, it's a little chunky. All right, quality. Much better. One more thing. I don't think I have my monitor set to sRGB. Game looks good. I feel like Remedy games always push the envelope graphically.
Not a bad place to get
Hear my
murdered.
hear the fans on my computer.
Nature is your thing.
It's smooth.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
Cauldron Lake General Store.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing.
I'm sorry, one more thing. I hate to keep tweaking stuff. Joys of PC gaming. All right.
You know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlock the first key image. You can place it on the case board inside the Mind Palace. Let's see here.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
All right, another body is found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. You need to see if this is linked to the other killings. We're here to investigate. Place key image on the case board to begin a new line of investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable in the case board in your goals. Control, okay. Investigate crime scene. Consistent with previous murders, okay.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Visiting the Mind Palace does not pause the game, so be mindful of nearby threats. Oh, they just left it there.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
I'm getting to it, man. All right, you can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Where do I place these? Ah. Bruising indicates victim was alive when restrained and matches other cases.
Keep trying.
I'm missing some, like, step here. New discovered clues, oh, can be placed onto the open question. Okay. Always read the instructions.
Chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved an open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Check your goals by pressing Control. All right. Victim killers. Okay. Investigate crime scene. Learn more about the victim. Learn more about the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone.
Ugh. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Hey, Major, oh, you're a chapter ahead of me. You can watch. Good. Yeah, we just started this morning.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Until I catch up, that is.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
You're saving this one for when you can focus on 100%. So at night, when your wife and kids are in bed, you can use your headset. Yeah, it seems like this is one of those games you wanna go all in on. All right, for later, talk to someone. Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as examining your surroundings. Robert, ex-FBI, huh? Interesting.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened after you got fired?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
All right, let's see. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
All right, victim ID, Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable. Let's see. Premeditated or spontaneous? Looks new, bought by the killers, but why? To mount a camera? Weird snuff film? Question mark?
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Victim came...
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. I swear, either I'm going deaf or my headphones are... Especially I have trouble getting the audio, the dialogue audio in the right levels. Something is unbalanced here. I'm not sure what. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. They had to pick the creepiest photo possible, apparently. Missing person ritual murder.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Ritual murder.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
That's worrisome. All right, case board. I can feel the Nightingale came from the lake, but why? After 13 years, where's he been?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Huh. Interesting.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Nice.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, all right.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Ooh. What was that? The Witch's Hut. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of the Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Can I shut this door? Nice. Let's see here. Friday, Midge told me today her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and to get her a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in fucking bright fucking Falls? Sunday, so I told her, she said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday, I snuck out again last night, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here, like I always do, instead of sitting around, I said I always do, screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way into the building, take some photos. It's gonna be epic. The big building, like the general store, is that what they mean? What did we get? Battery pack, okay. Logan's charm increases max health. Cool, all right.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Manuscript fragments found. 1. Alan is watching over us, huh? Interesting. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mined place. Weapon upgrade. Interesting. Let's see. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Okay, so we need 8. We need minimum of 12 fragments, huh? Increase magazine size. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Okay, cool.
Welcome back, Anderson.
There's that tree we saw when we were running. The witch's ladle.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Huh. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. Being a gloomy doorway to the underworld or a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells of when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but she dropped her ladle, grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Let's see. Or so the legend goes. Interesting.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Can I pick it up?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
I'm not a fan of the Epic Store achievements. Like this huge thing. I don't know if you guys can see them. Where they pop up, but they're very large and loud. All right, let's see here. Nightingale. The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
All right, manuscript pages. Caseboard. What do we got? What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Let's see. Anything else here? There's something more going on here that I'm seeing. I need to examine the body properly back in town.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
What's a new case? Interesting. Points of interest case can track object information that Saga has acquired to chart the progress.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Let's see. Cauldron Lake area. The note inside mentions Alan Wake. What the hell are these? They're like side quests. All right, cool.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Just gonna wander off here. Do a little
Whoever
wander.
wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter. Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Anderson. When do we do some shooting? I don't know. I don't know when the shadow monsters come out. I assume there'll be shadow monsters in this game, like there was in the first one. I know you switch back and forth between.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter. I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
You don't know yet how we could just wander around. I guess is fine. We got 3 paths here. All right, this was the witch's house. Okay. We've been there.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Can you just sort of hike around? Where are we? Witchfinder's Station. This is like a scenic overlook. Let's go around this loop here. Then we'll head back. That goes back to the rental cabins pathway. Let's go around here, I think. Already get, you know, first hour already lost in the woods. One of those dream catchers. Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit if it goes as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Interesting. Well, that's neat. Come on, chat. We had to stop at the scenic overlook. Take a few pictures. Oh, we find another lunchbox.
Who's leaving these out here?
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough is going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. All right. We got 2 fragments there. Any other points of interest while we are here? I guess I go back to wherever his face was. What's his face? Casey? Man, they really sort of captured the gloomy Pacific Northwest.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Again? Now I know we can find weapon upgrades out here. All right, it's the general store. I assume the red areas are blocked off. Yes. You can use to activate Saga's flashlight. I can use what? Use what? Let's see, Monday, some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw some movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were accompanied by the fielder. A note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, nothing to report, some animals regular. Wednesday, hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Got to keep an eye out. Those people could get more than they bargained for. So what is my flashlight? Controls. Flashlight. Unbound. Well, that's not cool. Flashlight toggle. Flashlight reload. What's the difference between toggle and regular flashlight? Ah.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type. I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
All right, enough exploring. Wait, what's that? I can't help it. Can't help it.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside.
Confused,
I
follow
should
these
take a look
steps.
around for a way to open this thing.
Wash your hands, take chicken out of fridge, take a nap. Oh, there's a combo. Huh, looks like the combos are creepy stick things. All right. So one of them is the double triangles. All right, let's see.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Hmm. So we got double down triangles. We got side by side triangles. And we have, I don't know, what do you call those? Okay, so we have way more triangles than I. Let this be warned, you trespassers. They say this lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano. With a sinkhole it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake is not formed, it's designed, and it had a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in the big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera made from volcano lava. Second drawing, waterline. Engineered structure, strange machines. So he thinks it's some sort of like secret underwater lair from the big house. All right. It's a little weird. All right, so I'm assuming one of these is. How do we know the other ones though? So it's got the double stack there. Not the double stack there.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Terrible. A triangle.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
FBC buzzer. Interesting. So we don't know what's over here yet, do we? I wonder if we'll expand the map eventually.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Shortcut key. All right.
Thanks.
All right, goals. Return to Bright
Let's
Falls.
get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Are we going to assume we could unlock that thing with the clues inside that building?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Is that not glowing? Confused, follow these steps. Wash your hands, take out the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. All right. Let's see. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Where's the sink? Wash your hands. Take fridge, chicken out of fridge. All right, so got the pointy triangles. Where's the one on the... Wash your hands. Is there another bathroom somewhere? Wash your hands. So I'm going to say it's, all right, sideways pointy triangles to... All right, let's try this. All right, sideways pointy triangles to that. Take a nap. All right, let's find one on the bed. Take a nap. Where would we take a nap? Not here. Sleeping bag? Mattress. Two opposite triangles. All right. Yeah. What do we got? Ammunition and maybe some first aid. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Trauma pad. Adhesive bandage restores good amount of health. Cool. So you never know, chat. We might need those. I'll need those later.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Anderson. All right, shortcut key. Let's do it. Take us that.
I'll look around.
No
See you in a
entry.
Take your time.
Property of the FBC. Interesting.
There's another lunchbox.
Ooh. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Nice. Can we get up any further?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
There's a big hornet thing buzzing at your window, Periton. We had to get a shoe to get rid of it, but when you got back, you can't see it. That's it. That's the worst. Is it still is it still here to fly back out? Yeah. Like, where did it go? Is it waiting? Watching? Waiting for you to put the shoe down? Yeah, are you guys having issues with no. What is those Asian hornets moving in? I feel like I read an article about somebody in the UK getting stung by one. Random thing. All right, if you're going to go that way, I'm going to go this way. Not you're aware of, we get lots of bees and wasps. We hope you're not starting to get them too. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's somewhere else. I can't remember. I know I read some article about somebody who's like, they're having a picnic in...
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Oh no, it was Italy. It wasn't the UK. It was, I think it was in Italy. Thank you, brain. It only took a minute. Let's see, wildlife. Doing some bird watching. Notice intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There's some strange sounds carried on the winds, however. Like nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot. Somewhere safe. Sounds getting closer. Moved inland. Voyage is stunning. Must come back in the fall. Had to stop the sketchy, gorgeous vine maple. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier acting weird. Maybe drugs. Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. After I saw the weirdo, I decided to change spots again. Moved up a mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started to hear wolves or wild dogs something around 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? I want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope to go away. Something is not right about this place.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Am I stuck now?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
What I found last week, I think it was some sort of ground bee nest that had gotten dug up. It was like a big basketball size hole, and the comb was all thrown all over the place. I think skunks will dig them up and eat the honey.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ah, Deerfest.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
All right. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress. Let's what do we got? Put those up there. All right, no more evidence for this one.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
This supposed to be like a thermos? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
How much have you had?
Come get percolated, Coffee World.
Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can.
Not to toot my own horn,
Get
but
it
I am pretty
now.
darn sure my... I mean, our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deerfest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure.
Got
This
any
is
big
my first
plans
deer
for the day
fest,
after the
so I don't
festival?
know what to expect, really.
No, it is
dear.
the finest entertainment a
Huge.
town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well, I certainly hope so. Let me guess. The FBI.
We get a map of the town. Bright Falls map undiscovered. Okay.
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
I was told there were witnesses.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Pie.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010.
Jukebox is out of order. Poor old thing. It can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as a big fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Man, it's crazy that level of reflection in there.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
We should have done... I don't think we, of course, didn't have time to do a full replay of the first Alan Wake, but you could do like a, I don't know, I think it was like a half an hour Alan Wake 1 recap in Fortnite. Because, of course, you can. Can you tell me what you saw?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why did you think it was a cult?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
You found a what? You holding out on me.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
All right, we have a bit more info here.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
All right, cult stashes, cult of the tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Our caseload is rapidly increasing here. Background cases accumulate clues about broader, ongoing topics. To stop a cult, we need to understand them, their ideology, their goals, their members. Oh yeah, let's see their goal, who's involved, what kind of cult. Let's see, cult symbols. What is the purpose? Marking territory, a warning, feels derivative of something out of a horror movie. Let's see. Cult goal. Cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Also, loot. Cauldron Lake stashes. There's 4 more. Wow. A lot around Cauldron Lake. All right. I think you found something.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Weird. Okay. Wasn't she talking to her on the phone, though?
Good to see you.
All right, to the mind, please. Joy can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle, a badge of pride. This is a lot of equipment just to have laying around. How long have they been out here?
Yes.
They're hiding their face. They aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest. Deerfest. I knew it was, no is no good. All right, we have got case closed.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Yay, cultists. All right, not a lone killer, but an organized group, Cult of the Tree. This case just got much more interesting. I should open a new file, start fresh. Alrighty, let's go to the sheriff's station.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Oh, there's one of those symbols. Hold on. Another symbol. They're all over the place.
This is the same symbol as that cult necklace.
I need some sort of key or like a bolt cutter, maybe?
I need something to cut this.
Ah, bolt cutters, okay. I bet there's a stash in there. Oh, can I squeeze through? No. I should be able to squeeze through that. Or climb over the bins or something. Maybe from the other side?
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
All right, Bright Falls map. Nice. Let's see where. Sheriff Station. Conversation. New choices. Interesting. Elderwood Palace Lodge, Sheriff Station. Door item bolt cutters. Okay, weird. How are you doing on manuscript pages? Or fragments, I should say. 5. All right.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mar.
All right, it's in the empty lot next to him. I remember this. I remember this scene from the first game. That's cool.
You know, I have been up to a little something. You know those urban legends about that cult operating in the woods?
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I'll be right with you.
All right, let's see. Examine the morgue.
Pay my
Okay.
ticket whenever you're ready to take my money.
Holding cells.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything. They're aligned.
You can go through their emails? Chet, I hate to break it to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. I know. Snooping. I knew Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using, Lucy? Lots of important police work happening here, I see. The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. Okay.
Agent?
Officer.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. We've only had a tour guide, also. Bear season.
Wouldn't be a Remedy game.
Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
9%. Well, those are going to be fun. Let's see here. Any more poking around I can do? Did you just punch that bear?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Ooh, flashlight batteries.
It won't open. Okay, let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Let's see here.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here.
What?
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
To the mind, place. All right. The murder.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Well, what is it? What was inside? All right. Victim was alive when strapped down. Timeline is inconsistent with bloating.
Nope. chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Hey, Hans, big trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Do the killers write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Man, the suspense is killing me here. What's in his chest? Cult of the Tree. We got triangle graffiti from around town. Yeah.
Think Saga.
Graffiti in plain sight. Does it have a deeper significance? Be safe out there? Oh, I will. Yeah, my kid is not really old enough to go trick-or-treating, so. And where we live, there's no sidewalks. And I feel like these days, kids and parents are less adventurous, so we don't get many trick-or-treaters, if at all. I can put on some gloves there. The heavens just opened up there, Periton. It's pouring rain.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
I was just thinking, the game's a little slow.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
There we go. I guess we're off to the races.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Wow, okay. Stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Show me the clicker.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. You leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat. It'll become temporarily unavailable.
Go. He vanished.
End of chapter. All right. Yeah, I was thinking, this game's a little slow to get going. It's good so far, but slow. And then here we go. Man, Remedy games have so many layers to them. There's they're not even part of the game, like these songs and those videos.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Oh man, that was the other deputy. So the sheriff just disappeared? Yes, he did.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
All right, let me take a quick bio break and we will keep on going.